While Indian bonds found a temporary reprieve this week, demonstrating a recovery from recent dips, a much larger structural tension is building just beneath the surface of this crucial asset class. The market's initial relief, driven by softer U.S. inflation data, quickly met resistance. What does this push and pull mean for long-term capital allocation in India? That's the core question we are answering today on SR Money News IN. Let's first establish the foundational moat of India's government bond market. Indian government securities, or GSECs, are the bedrock of the nation's financial system. They represent sovereign debt, backed by the full faith and credit of the Indian government. This provides an unparalleled level of safety and liquidity, making them an essential portfolio component for domestic and increasingly global institutions. Here's why this matters for capital. GSECs serve as the risk-free benchmark for all other interest rates in the Indian economy. Everything from corporate bonds to lending rates for home loans is priced off the GSEC curve. Their stability and predictable cash flows are highly valued, particularly by state banks, insurance companies, and pension funds, who are mandated to hold significant allocations, providing a structural demand floor. Now, let's look at the quarterly results of this market. Recent trading saw a positive turnaround for Indian government bonds. The 10-year benchmark yield, a key indicator, softened, reflecting reduced apprehensions about aggressive rate hikes. This yield dip offered some relief, suggesting the market initially digested the softer U.S. inflation print as a positive signal for global monetary policy. But that is only part of the story. While yields recovered, the upside was capped. Why? Higher crude oil prices exerted upward pressure on U.S. yields, creating a global ripple effect. This meant that despite local positives, external pressures quickly constrained gains. Crucially, steady buying from state banks provided a significant liquidity cushion, preventing a sharper downturn in bond prices. The next signal comes from the management of the Indian economy, the Reserve Bank of India, or RBI. Their commentary and actions are paramount. The RBI continues to walk a tightrope, balancing inflation control with growth support. Their liquidity operations, like variable rate reverse repo auctions, are crucial tools to absorb or inject liquidity, directly influencing short-term bond yields and managing systemic stability. Beyond the RBI, the government's fiscal management is another critical management input. Their commitment to fiscal consolidation, as outlined in recent budgets, helps to manage the supply of new government bonds. A predictable borrowing calendar and disciplined spending reduce market uncertainty, acting as a policy tailwind for bond markets. Any deviation, however, would represent a significant risk repricing event. Now look at how the broader sector and macro environment are reacting. The U.S. rate outlook remains the elephant in the room. Even with softer inflation prints, the Federal Reserve's higher for longer rhetoric continues to anchor global yields. When U.S. Treasury yields rise, it reduces the attractiveness of emerging market debt, creating a capital rotation away from assets like Indian bonds. That's not the only signal. The persistent rise in crude oil prices is a significant headwind for India. As a major oil importer, elevated crude prices directly feed into domestic inflation, pressure the current account, and can lead to currency depreciation. This dynamic effectively caps the upside for Indian bonds, as the RBI's ability to ease monetary policy becomes constrained by imported inflation pressures. The bigger question here is regarding terminal risk. The primary vulnerability for Indian bonds remains inflation persistence. While headline inflation has seen some moderation, core inflation and food price volatility could remain sticky. If the RBI is forced to maintain a hawkish stance for longer than anticipated, bond yields will inevitably face upward pressure, impacting long-duration portfolios. We also need to consider broader systemic headwinds. Global liquidity shifts, driven by central bank actions in developed markets, can trigger FII outflows from emerging markets. Geopolitical tensions, trade disputes, and unexpected global economic slowdowns also present significant risks, leading to a flight to safety that might bypass even resilient economies like India, at least in the short term. Now, let's look at the forward outlook. Despite the immediate headwinds, the multi-year thesis for Indian bonds remains compelling. India's strong growth trajectory, demographic dividend, and ongoing structural reforms offer a powerful offset. The potential inclusion of Indian G-Secs in major global bond indices could unlock substantial, sticky foreign institutional investment over the coming years. That's where things get interesting. The market appears to be pricing in a cautious optimism, balancing global rate uncertainty with domestic resilience. We foresee a yield range that reflects this tension. A significant softening of global monetary policy or a sustained drop in crude prices could provide a strong tailwind, leading to further yield compression. Conversely, a spike in either could quickly reverse gains. For sophisticated investors, the Indian bond market presents a nuanced landscape. While global interest rate dynamics and crude oil volatility necessitate a trim consideration on aggressive long-duration bets in the near term, the structural momentum from domestic growth and potential index inclusion signals a breakout watch for strategic, diversified allocations. This demands continuous, granular analysis. Navigating these crosscurrents requires deep institutional insight. That's precisely what we deliver here on SR Money News IN. Don't miss our ongoing analysis of structural investment opportunities and critical market shifts. Subscribe now, hit that notification bell, and join our community of serious investors. We'll continue to track these crucial macro signals, breaking down the implications for your portfolio.